Hello, folks. How to Save the World Part 1. So, another episode of the Genesis Project. Today, we're going to talk about how to save the world by saving yourself. So, a lot of people will get really big ideas to save the world. And that's great. We need big dreamers. But the solutions don't ever start big. And usually, if you keep focused on the big solution, you end up with a manifesto in jail, or you end up crazy and rambling on the street, but why doesn't anybody get me? So what I've learned, and I definitely haven't saved the world, but I'm just doing my part, and this is what I've learned so far, is take care of your needs from the bottom up. And this is called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a really cool chart. I've been studying this for a long time. So let's go back to the start of 2021. So 2020 happens. Spend the whole year of 2020 traveling, learning about, this crazy, weird new world we have with, Chinese viruses and people being scared to breathe and forgetting they have immune systems and getting weird experimental drugs and stuff. So 2020 was a really weird year. And then 2021 starts. I moved back home to Nova Scotia by accident. And I'm sitting around saying, all right, I feel, my physiological needs are met. I feel safe. What do I need next? And I had a lot of really good friends at the time, but I'd also lost a lot of my core friend group. They didn't believe in immune systems or breathing, freely. So I don't know, whatever. Everybody's got issues. I'm not going to judge them. But I didn't have the same, friends that I could hang out with. So I gathered what friends I did have who still believed in freedom and didn't think that right at that point the government was trying to tell us, oh, you can't get together with so many people and you can't leave your county or whatever. And there was really weird rules that the government was trying to impose. So I got together all the friends, old and new, that said, we don't really care about that. And we started having parties together, right? Because it was fun. It was illegal. I added a little bit of spice to it. And we were all the people who really strongly believed in freedom, right? So we could all come together in this really weird world where we all kind of felt alone, all the small number of people who were awake at that point. And we all got together and we just started talking and having fun. And it was really cool, right? Not having to censor your conversations, right? Like I went and hung out with a couple friends in mid-December when I came back, and it was kind of weird, right? Like we didn't have the same beliefs anymore. They had we had kind of strayed apart, and it was really weird to lose friends like that. And I still hold out hope for them, but we're not as close as we were. We don't even talk. So I got together with all the people who felt the same way about their respective friend groups. And again, some of us were friends at that point, really good friends, and we got together, and it was like magic, right? Like the first night, New Year's Eve. Super illegal New Year's party. I think we had 13 people. And we were only allowed to have 10, but it was a start, right? We all had a huge, awesome, fun time. And I think right from then, it could have been a few weeks, but we decided, we're just going to keep doing this. And so seems really insignificant, right? Like a bunch of people having parties that were illegal. But what it did is it gave us a community where we could speak freely. And you're going to laugh at me, but it was a safe space, right? It was a safe space for people who knew that something weird was going on, who knew they weren't getting the straight story on the China virus. And we didn't know everything, but we felt good meeting up together. And just, there was a lot of emotion, right? We were all upset. We lost friends, lost family members. So it was really cool to be able to get together. And those parties ballooned, right? From January 1st, we had 12 or 13 people. By the time Canada Day, July 1st came around, we had 100 people at a beach party. And it just grew from there. And here's a couple of those amazing people who have, formed this core group of heroes and freedom fighters who aren't afraid to, build community and love each other and connect. Because we all know what's right. The government doesn't define morality. So we all came together and said, hey, something weird's going on here. We're all going to trust, our hearts, trust our souls, trust what we know to be right and wrong. And we're not going to get rid of our community. We're going to make a stand here. And from these small beginnings, it grew into something really amazing, and we'll cover that in future videos. So, as always, just a reminder, generosity creates abundance, so please go out and be as generous as possible. And if you feel like this video was valuable, please share it with one person. That's all I ask. Just one person who you think would benefit from this video. Thanks, guys. Talk to you next time.